Hey y'all, hey, if your milk supply is taking a hit or taking a dip or dropping, this video is for you. Hey, my name is Celeste. I am an exclusively pumping work from home mama for two babies, baby number one and baby number two. I managed to fill a full stand-up freezer full of milk for each of them so I could help get them to their first birthdays with milk, breast milk without losing my mind. And so one of the biggest questions I've gotten from friends that are either breastfeeding or pumping or some combo of both is what did you do whenever your milk supply dropped? How did you manage to travel and do all the things and not lose your supply? It's all about milk supply. That's the biggest question that I get because I find that's the thing that most people like overlook five really simple things that truly impacted my milk the most. And so I'm going to walk you through those five things. And if your milk supply is taking a dip or dropping on what you can do. First of all, though, let's talk about things in your life going on that may have impacted it, right? So if you're traveling, you may definitely see a decrease in milk because you get dehydrated, you didn't eat enough, drink enough, all the things, right? If you're super stressed out or if you've been not getting enough sleep. I mean, I can't imagine why any mom would not get enough sleep, right? Because teething, sleep regression, and leaps are all real things, y'all. So anyway, here we go. So my five things, and they may sound really simple, but try these before you panic, okay? And of course, when in doubt, you can always contact a lactation consultant, your OBGYN, and get help that way too. But these are the five things true for me to help whenever my milk supply takes a dip. Number one, make sure I eat enough and drink enough. And when I say eat enough, you guys, I mean 3 full meals plus snacks every day, healthy snacks, right? So my focus is protein. My focus is healthy carbs and healthy fats. Okay. So I literally make sure I eat every single time I pump and I drink every time I pump. You will never see me without my Yeti or my Stanley, one of the two, running around because I know that hydration and fuel food are what help me make the best milk. And so those are my focuses, right? So if I'm pumping, I'm eating and I'm drinking. Period. End of story. And I'm really focusing on, like I said, protein, healthy fats, healthy carbs, and then water. So electrolyte water and alkaline water are my BFFs. All right. Number two, getting enough sleep. And I know this one is brutal. And I know I want to roll my eyes when people say this one too, but it's so true because your body has to have time to recover and like restore, right? So you got to get some restorative sleep because anytime I've had a low sleep night, my milk is directly impacted the next day. So what do I do? How do I get more rest and sleep? One, I try to go to bed earlier. Again, I know that can be really difficult because sometimes it's the only time block we have after the littles go to sleep. But I try to go to bed as early as I possibly can, especially if I had little to no sleep the night before. And so that may mean having my husband help with more things around the house before we go to bed. He's great about that. Um, or everybody helps with specific tasks to get everything done, or I just literally let it go until tomorrow morning because sleep is like one of the top things. It also may mean that I skip my workout the next morning. So if I got no sleep that night or very little sleep or less than 5 hours of sleep, I'm probably going to skip my workout and go for a walk that day instead. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does happen, I try to not be hard on myself and I get more sleep. So even if it's a couple extra hours, that can make the difference for me, not only in my sanity and my mentality, but also in the milk supply. Number three, I replace all my pumping parts. So my general rule of thumb is on the baby's monthly birthday, that I replace all the pumping parts. Now, some people are like, but you don't have to replace them that early. I know, Susie Q, but my brain can't remember 6 weeks here and 8 weeks there and 3 months here and after so many pumpkins over there and blah, 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 blah. I can't do it. So I'm like, baby's monthly birthday, I just replace them all. The little valves, the tubing, all of it, all of it. Anything that's replaceable that needs to be replaced, I do it on the monthly birthday because it just makes life simpler for me. And I don't have to remember it's baby's monthly birthday. Boom, we replace the pumping parts. Number four, I try to sit down when I pump. I know this one's really can be difficult because it's the time we get some stuff done, but I either sit down and play a game with a toddler, we sit in the floor while the baby's playing too, and maybe it's snack time or lunchtime or whatever. Like it's a time I try to find that I can sit down. If I cannot sit down and need to do dishes or my makeup or whatever, then I try to at least be standing still. Because if I'm exerting myself around the house trying to pick up things and run the Swiffer and whatever else, then my milk supply does not drop as well. It just doesn't. So for me, sitting still, if at all possible, is one of the best things I can do. And like I said, I know that's not easy, but it's one of the things I found that helps the most. And then finally, number five is staying on a schedule. So if you have watched one of my earlier videos, I literally go through my times and how I did every 3 hours for the first like 8 to 12 weeks, depending on when the baby starts to sleep through the night. And then I start to drop down to like one pumping at night, and then I drop it on down, and like how I drop down my pumpings, right? And so literally I have lived by timers and I have lived by the clock and the schedule since baby girl was born. Did the same thing with our son, because skip pumpings tells my body that I don't need to make milk, right? Like we're like, oh, we don't need this much milk. Oh, we don't need this much milk. And if you do that enough, then it's going to have a direct hit on the milk supply. And so for me, staying on a schedule is wicked important until I'm ready to start dropping pumpkins, and then I readjust the time schedule, right? So if you missed that video, I can link it in the comments below, but it's one of the things I think that helps the most, because it's so often, I know we get busy, there's a lot of things going on, and it's easy to skip a pumping time, especially if you are exclusively pumping because, oh, your baby's got enough milk, you had extra, whatever. But that's an easy way to make sure you've filled the freezer with what you need and the baby has what they need as well without losing your mind, is just to stay on that schedule. So there you go. My 5 things I do anytime my milk supply starts to take a dip or a hit or drop, or if I know I'm going to be traveling, or I know something's like stressful's going on or whatever, then I try to have these 5 things mentally lined up in my brain to make sure I am doing to take care of the milk supply. Because when I am not making the milk I need to make, I find myself extra stressed, extra irritable, and my anxiety gets higher. And I'm feeling like, and I know that also doesn't help the milk supply. So anyway, hopefully these 5 things help you. What else did you add to the list? Drop it in the comments below. Eat and drink your water. Sleep as much as you can. Take a nap when the baby takes a nap, if possible. Replace your pumping parts. Sit down while you pump, or at least stand still if at all possible. And then 5, stay on schedule, sister. Rock the house. You got this. And mama, listen, you're doing better than you think you are. From one mama to another, I'm cheering you on. I'm cheering for you. And I believe that you are the best mom for that baby. Make it a great day. And I can't wait to hear what helped you from this video.